The shir is Le'ilu Nishmas Malka Basar Bebram Shalom and all of the children of Klal Yisrael who were nifter in the last few months. We are experiencing an emotional holocaust. We have lost over 120 Yiddish Kindlech from Frum homes who died in the last 7 months from overdoses and suicides. And that's just a small percentage from those who tried and were saved. And that's just a small percentage of those who may not be so far, but they're in pain and doing drugs and unsuccessful. We're in Klal Yisrael since the Holocaust. Would we ever imagined that there will be parents burying their children in America? From what? From where? Brothers and sisters saying Kaddish and writing speeches for shloishims for their sisters. As we go through this emotional Holocaust, I hope that this learning from the Nesiv Shalom on Tisha B'Av can reveal to us a light in the darkness. The Nesiv Shalom says, when he talks about the Churban, the greatest Churban, the greatest of all Churbanos, the source of all Churban, the Churban Beis HaMikdash, both of them on Tisha B'Av, there is no worse tragedy, no worse day for us. And yet we find the Chazal say that when they came in, the enemies came in, into the Beis HaMikdash, into the Heichal, and what did they see? They saw the Kruvim, they were Mu'urim Zeh B'Zeh, they were facing each other, they were intertwined. And l'chayr, it's very shver, because we know that when Klal Yisrael did the Ratzon Hashem, that's when the Kruvim were Mu'urim Zeh B'Zeh. But when Klal Yisrael was not doing the Ratzon Hashem, they looked away. So how is it possible during the Churban, at the time of the destruction of the Beis HaMikdash, which was clearly because we were not doing the Ratzon Hashem, we were the source of why the Beis HaMikdash was destroyed. So we were really, really bad. So how could it be that when the enemies came into the Heichal, they saw the Kruvim Mu'urim Zeh B'Zeh? And also, the Mezritcher Maggid says, a pshat in the pasuk in Eicha. In Eicha we say, Kol roitfeo hisiguha bein hamitzarim. That any enemy who chased us in these bein hamitzarim, in these weeks of tragedy, of the 3 weeks and the 9 days leading up to Tisha B'Av, anybody who chased after us caught up to us and killed us. Says the Maggid Mizrich that it's going on us. Anybody who runs after Hashem in these days, Kol roitfeo, whoever runs after Hashem and says, I want to have a relationship with you, his sigua, you can reach Hashem bein hamitzarim in these weeks. And l'chayr, it's very shver. Because the pashtus, these are weeks of fighting with Hashem. This is weeks of destruction. This is weeks where Hashem says, get out of my house. I don't want to look at you anymore. So how could it be? How could it be that the Kruvim Mu'urim Zeh B'Zeh, and how could it be that these are weeks to run after Hashem and create a relationship with God? That He's close to us, that we can access to Him. And the Mezritcher Maggid explains that when Hashem is in the palace, it's very hard to reach Him. You have to make an appointment, and it's hard to get in, so to speak. But when the king is on the road, it's easier to approach Him. And He says, over here, the king's on the road in these weeks, and therefore it's easy to approach Hashem. Easy to approach Hashem? We're in the middle of a massive war. Hashem is burning down our house. He's throwing us out. Jews are getting killed all over in the time of the Churban Beis HaMikdash. And now's the time of year. I would have thought this is the time of year to stay away from God. God is not happy with us. That's what I would have thought. Listen to what the Nesiv Shalom says. Everything that we think about a relationship with Hashem is wrong. Everything that we think that Hashem hates us and He throws us out and He doesn't want to see us anymore and He's fed up with us and He's disgusted by our sin, that maybe would be in a relationship with a stranger. But there's one relationship where it defies all logic and it turns it on its head. And that's the relationship between a father, a mother, a parent, and a child. And he describes, listen to this very carefully, there's 3 types of an eis ratzon, of a time of yearning and wanting and closeness that exist by a king and his child. When the son is a ben mutzlach, a successful child, and the father always has kavod, respect from him, he's so smart and he's making treaties and he's expanding the melucha, the malchus, the business is expanding. The kid that you're proud of, you know that kid? Wow, that awakens an eis ratzon from the parent. The king says, look at my child, I'm so proud of him. Shefela, come here, what do you want? What can I give you? Another $100 million, of course. And as us, as parents, we can understand. The kid that comes home, another 100 plus, Gavaldik, another Talmud HaChodesh, Talmud HaShavua. So easy. A kid goes into business and he's successful and he's buying and he's flipping and he's great and he gives tzedakah and he's being honored and he's doing chesed, tzagat, salat. It's ma'or rachmin by a parent. It's ma'or eis ratzin by a parent. The father comes in, what can I do for you? I have so much covered from you. Says the Nesiv Shalom, but there's a different bechina of an eis ratzin, another concept of a eis ratzin, a time of wanting. When the king has a ben mefager, a retarded child. And this retarded child, this kid is missing mental capacity, and he can't do anything. Everything needs to be done for him. Anything he goes and does, he messes up. He tries to eat, it falls on the floor. Or even if a person is halfway a ben mefager, unsuccessful, lo yitzlach. Every time I give my kid money for an investment, he loses it. Whatever he touches goes down, goes bad. Or the kid who goes to school and he has learning disabilities and difficulties, and every PTA is it's such a heartbreaking time.